Today's guest is Jack Smith, a friend and established property investor. So far he's completed a couple of property flips, he's been involved in property trading and also now property sourcing. In my recent trip to Manchester, I had to stop by at his new office and catch up. So I'm back with Jack. It's been a little while. Well, last time we sat down for an interview, it was over Zoom, wasn't it?
Yes. First time we've actually met in person.
I know, yeah. It's quite weird. Like I feel like I've known you for a long time, but just virtually.
Yeah.
So,
chatting a lot on Instagram.
Yeah. So, and it's amazing to see your progression, which I thought is what we'd talk about today. So, Remind me, when we last spoke, you just were getting into your first flip, or just bought it?
Yeah. So when we last chatted, I think I'd bought the house, and I was in the refurb process.
Yeah.
And was still in a job. I was still working full time, and just trying to flip my first house. That's kind of where I was.
So you did that refurb. You finished it. You made the profit margin you thought.
Yes. We it took longer to sell than I'd hoped for, because we used purple bricks, and to be honest, it was recommended to me to use purple bricks by somebody who buys a lot of houses, and they were a nightmare. They were literally so bad. For anyone who doesn't know, purple bricks take the fee up front, so I have no idea why I even thought that any estate agent would be motivated to sell the house after they've already been paid. But it took longer, but we got there. The profit margin was in it, and
good.
Got to move on.
Yeah. Well, speaking on behalf of all estate agents, when I used to be one, we used to hate purple bricks. Coming and stealing all our business and doing it at a fraction of the price. But please say you got there in the end, and then other life updates is you've now left your job. Yeah.
So I left my job a while ago now. I can't remember when. It was quite a while ago. I was able to leave my job because we flipped that house, and that got me thinking, actually, I don't need to have this rental income of $5,000 a month to be able to quit my job. I could just flip a house. Worst case scenario, I could flip one house a year, make 30-40 grand, and live off of that.
It's the same as an average salary.
Yeah, right? Literally. So I was like, that's the worst case scenario. So, wasn't thinking like, I'm financially free, as people say. But I thought, actually, I can be financially independent in that, if I work hard and I do flip a house a year, that's the minimum requirement. I know I can do that. So it got me thinking, I could actually leave my job. But I didn't pull the trigger until I started sourcing properties. Yeah. So the money was in the bank from the first flip, and then you started sourcing deals, and then you were like, okay, I can do this. Yeah, so I was doing some direct-to-vendor marketing. Yeah. And a property trader got in touch with me and said, I've seen that you're marketing quite a lot. If you come across anything that you can't buy, let me know. I can. Quite arrogant about it, to be honest. They're like, I can buy anything. I can. Literally doesn't matter. Just don't care about the price. I'll buy anything as long as it's a good deal. I was like, you're so cocky. I'm not sending you anything. And then it got to a point where there was this house in Runcorn, and it was such a good house. It was a 3-bed terrace. Needed about 15 grand spending on it, and it was going to be worth about 120 in the end. 120, 125. I got it secured at 70 grand, and I was like, flipping it. This is such a good deal, but I'm not able to buy it myself. So I thought, okay, I'll have to just pass this up, or I'll see if this guy wants to buy it. If he goes behind my back and takes it, then I was gonna pass up the deal anyway. But I'll try and sell it, see what happens. And passed him the deal. He sent me a very, very nice finder's fee, and hit my bank, and I was like, flipping it, there's something in this. This works. Yeah, I never understood. The question I always had to deal sources was like, if you have a good deal, why would you sell it for a fee? Yeah. One, because I thought deal sources only made like $1,000, $2,000 a deal. I didn't realise that you can make a lot more than that per deal. And also, it just didn't cross my mind that someone would not be in a position to buy something. I just thought, if you find a good deal, surely you can just find an investor that will pay for it for you. But, it's a lot easier, it's a lot quicker if you just sell it on, and it worked, and that's what made me go, do you know what? I need to quit my job and do this full time.
Well, to me, I've not even considered really sourcing at all. Apart from trying to source myself property deals, which doesn't count really as sourcing. It's just finding deals.
Mm.
But then hearing and seeing you be able to make that transition is so inspiring. So I think, it could be something really interesting for anyone watching this to take and maybe think, well, I really hate my job. I really need to leave it. Well, that is one way of doing it. If you're looking to build up a buy-to-let portfolio, it's going to take you X amount of money, X amount of time, or working with investors and the stress. Whereas actually, you could just look by, selling a few deals each month to get you into that position, and then work up from there, which is
I mean, if you were to go on buy-to-lets, because this was my logic as well. I was thinking, if I'm doing buy-to-lets, okay, I need £250 a month profit is your average buy-to-let profit. It's going to take a lot of those to quit my job or to have like a really good income. It just never was a possibility. I didn't really realise that, deal packaging or trading or anything like that, it's a business that has way more cash to be made in it, and that would enable me to leave my job. So it's good. Yeah,
I'm a little, I'm quite inspired. So one thing for anyone that's watching this and they go, right, okay, I am inspired, I want to start deal sourcing or packaging deals. If they're at a complete standstill, do they go and find, it's the chicken or the egg, do they find the deal, or do they find the investor list or create an investor list? Which one do you do?
Chicken or the egg? To be honest, a lot of people say, find a good deal and you'll be able to sell it, which I agree with. And to be honest, I don't think there's an either or situation. For me, just by chance, I had the investor before I had the deal.
Yeah.
And if I was going to do it again and start from scratch, I'd probably do the same thing. Not because it's the better way, but it's because I did it. And in my head, it makes more sense to say, well, Justin, I know you're looking for houses and you want to buy some property in Liverpool. If I was to find a great property around your kind of budget, your kind of price range, this level of BMV, are you in a position ready to buy it? And to be honest, I think the other thing as well is, after doing it and doing it a lot now, I've built up a lot of confidence. So, and I know for people just getting started, one of the biggest things is a lack of confidence in being quite on it with your investor.
Yeah.
Whereas for me, if I was going to start again, I'd just say, look, Justin, I'm looking at taking on a few bespoke clients. So could you send me your proof of funds and your ID ready to go and sign this NDA for me? And as soon as you send that over to me, I'll get looking for a deal for you. Because then I know you're serious, you're ready to buy, and it makes me look more professional, like I'm ready to go. You probably wouldn't say to me, oh, how many deals have you sourced? You're too busy going, oh, I need to get the proof of funds across here, I need to sign this NDA. So, and if you're a serious buyer, then I know that if I find a good deal, I'll be able to sell it.
Also, if you have got a small list, but a very good quality list, you know exactly whether you're looking for the right deals or not, what you need to find, don't you?
Loads of people say that the money is in the list, like it's about having a bigger list. To be honest, if you have 1,000 people on your list and they're all just time wasters that don't want to buy and they're just snooping on the deals that you want to post, I'd rather have 5 people that are genuinely looking to expand their portfolio and ready to buy than 1,000 people who are time wasters. Yeah,
very valuable point. And then, so you've done the 2 flips overall and made really good profit on both of them. You know, when you look at the price point that you bought in, and I'm right in thinking you did. So the second one that you've just done was £95 purchase price, and how much did you spend on it? What did you sell it for?
Yeah, so I, in terms of projects that I've done, in terms of buying, doing it up and selling it, there've been 2 properties. I've also been joint venturing with people to do trades as well, buying properties and just sticking them straight into an auction.
Amazing.
So it's been things like that. But in terms of that particular project, we bought for 95, like you said.
Yeah. We
were all in after fees and stamp for about 101. Then we spent 27 on the renovation. So look, that's 128. Yeah. And then we have £7,000 that we're paying interest to investors. So it's 135 all in, and we sold that within a week of putting it on the market for 185.
Jeez. Nice.
It's not bad.
No, that one. I mean, that's gone quick.
Yeah, it's a fast turnaround.
It
It's a good team
like
on that.
a really nice house as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, you did a really good job. I watched the video on that one, so yeah,
Thanks, I was tempted to move in myself.
Yeah, yeah. So you've done 2 really successfully, which is amazing. Just from doing none, going and doing 2 deals where you make really good profit, probably learn a ton of things in the journey of doing that. Are you going to be doing more flips, or are you just like, no, source now?
To be honest, potentially, but the reason why I started trading as well is, and the reason why I haven't done many flips since then, is because I like the speed of both sourcing and trading. For anyone who doesn't know the difference, sourcing would be like, I find a deal for Justin and take a finder's fee. Trading, in my head, the way I see trading is when you buy and you just sell it straight away.
Yeah.
You can just buy and sell it straight away to your list of investors. And most people just do it through auction. And the speed of that is just incredible. And I've worked with somebody who, like I said, he was my first investor for sourcing.
Yeah.
And I've now gone on to do trades with him, joint venturing on loads of stuff where we buy, stick it on an auction and make a quick 20 grand rather than buy, hold it for 12 weeks while we do a full renovation, get a build team in, have the headache of managing that, then stick it on the open market, give it a couple of weeks, it sells, then you've got a 3-month conveyancing process. It's just so slow. Whereas you might make 50k on it, but especially in today's market, you can buy and sell for a similar price just on auction, and then you can make it a 14-day or 28-day completion. So it's forced to be a fast turnaround.
And you cut out all the variables like, extra delays, issues with the build, the refurb,
and cuts down your outlay.
Yeah.
And paying for the purchase price, the legal fees, and taking it to auction, which is free anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, incredible. But is there any way in which people can get involved with you? At all?
I mean, to be honest, I've got a big mailing list of investors, hungry investors that are ready to buy. And in order to feed the beast, I'm looking at more people to kind of work with, co-source. So I don't know if people are interested in sourcing deals, co-sourcing without like the management of investors and compliance and all that stuff. If people just want to find deals and get paid for those deals, then I'm always looking to co-source with people. So
brilliant.
If anybody's out there and knows how to find deals and wants to make some money, then they can head over to my website probably.
Brilliant. So brilliant opportunity for anyone. And I've just said that you might be motivated by this. You might have a knack for finding deals. This is an opportunity for you. What's the website?
Findmyhouses.co.uk.
I wanted to keep this video quick and valuable, so it's amazing to catch up with you. I think anyone watching this that thinks, I really want to go full time, or I really want to build up the capital, I think everything you've just said there is so motivating for anyone just getting started. It's good to see it, and it's well deserved.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Thanks for coming back on the channel, mate.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to be here, good to be back, and thanks for having me.
No worries.